Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
First down, Washington.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss it to Thompson. Uses the spin and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 41, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
The second down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Third down, here's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taken in at the 11. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Set 60-yard.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of offense going forward.
2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go. Now.
Barber on 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Watch the pass.
Now a give, running right, Barber. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check 53. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Kill. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
80 weapon. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big play there out of Geis. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
First and goal, Washington.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Haskins to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's ball. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, check. Lucky. Greystone, Travis. 5.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
That's trash. Hey, Haywood. 56. Be crippled.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the Buccaneers' 45-yard line.
Check three.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Check. Watch 54. It's our time, guys. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case.
We go!
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it?
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go one more. Watch twist. Watch
Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Barber, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch twist. Slam.
Split high.
Shit. Check.
Now.
He'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here we go. 60 or.
Watch the screen.
Head on.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Kill. Topper. Shoot.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Wide. Get wide. Hey, exit. Clear. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Barber. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Tighten up. 22 jet bomber. 54 Mike. Rip right. 5.
Now it's Barber. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Take four.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. On 1st down, it's Haskins, able to find his running back, Geis. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
70, Indy, recon, 132 fighter. He's checking. They go.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
There you go. Shift! Watch the shift!
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be caught. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
2nd and 11. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
64, we got double up. Hey, high 7. Go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Out that far wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the... air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
54. Watch the run.
5.
They'll run with Barber here, right side. And he's got room. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Now it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Here's Barber. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Break. Topper. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get it.
First down, they go with Barber again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's get 61. Matchbox right. Safety cream.
Back to throw here. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
General West. Get it.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Second and 10 now. Haskins looking long for his tight end Reed. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the twitch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Down. 18 Gator. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shoot.
They'll run here with Barber. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We own them. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Switch, switch, switch. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 52. Ready, ready.
On second down, it's Barber, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Put up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Barber. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Back, back, back. 5.
This is Logan. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
Showing it, showing it.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Knocks this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Move. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, 45 to Mike. We don't want this. Check 99. Check 99. Go. Check. Crunch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Second down, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Once again, it's Barber. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 3. 80 weapons. Hey, Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
On first down, Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 51. Hey, come on, X3. 218, chopper. Come on, come get some. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the play, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
36. Watch the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Let him know. Shit. Alert 3. Alert 3. Get him. You got it.
Here we go with Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. K1 short. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
10 Lobo.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
Shoot.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Ready? 30 base.
53, Mike. Stay with your man.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.